I almost fell. Excusey. Buongiorno. Hello friends, Diva Kharja. I'm back. I haven't done a video where I'm sitting down in my home Raculla. Haven't done a sitting down video in my bedroom in quite some time. Also, I have been slacking majorly on my YouTube, so very sorry about that now. Very sorry about that. Life does be lifing, you know? Busy girl socialising, you know yourself. So, welcome back. I've missed you. Missed making a few videos. Missed it. This is going to be an MS video, lads. I haven't made an MS video in so friggin' long. It's kind of like MS update / I've been kind of getting a few questions on different videos, so I'm going to try just answer a few of those questions. So, let us pray. No, I'm only joking. Let us not. How about that? How about that, huh? Little update. Cute little MS things update. Do you remember at the beginning of this year I made a video about the subcutaneous version? Whoa, bit of space here. About the subcutaneous version of Ocrevus. Well, if you haven't watched it, I'll leave a link below. But I got a letter in the post to say that I am eligible for it. Okay? Like, shut the front door. Stop there for a minute. Stop the lights. Yeah, got a letter in the post to say that for my next Ocrevus treatment, I can opt for the subcutaneous version as opposed to the infusion. Baby. And if you watch that last video, you will know that the actual administration period, length of time to administer the subcutaneous version of Ocrevus is 10 minutes. 10 siblings! It's 10 minutes as opposed to multiple hours with the infusion. Now I still have to do all the, and this is something that I think I briefly discussed in the video as well. Like, you still have to do your steroids and all. Like, usually you do your painkillers, your antihistamines, your steroids IV, and then you get your Ocrevus infusion. This time you do all those bits and bobs, but nothing is done IV. So even the steroids that you get are tablet versions. Say what? 10 siblings! Say what? So very excited for that. Very excited. I won't know myself. Now you still have to, I think you have to wait. Wait. I think you still have to wait like an hour afterwards, or maybe half an hour. But like when I would get the infusion, I'd have to wait 30 minutes after the infusion, and anyways, just to make sure I was calcular, to make sure I was all right. So also, like, having to wait an hour after getting a 10-minute thing into my belly. Oh, also, it's in your belly. Sorry, missed a very important part of this whole discussion. Goes into my vulva, into my belly. I am excited to see that. I will definitely be vlogging that. I didn't vlog my last infusion. I will get to that in a minute. Just relax. Give me a chance. Should I change the setting on this? Maybe a bit of a warmer tone? Is that better? And that's it off. Whoa. I'm on me holidays. No, we'll just go ahead with this one. Whoa, I'm ghost-like. It's Pukame. Next infusion, it's not an infusion. My next treatment. My next subcutaneous. My next subcutaneous treatment will be January, because that's when it normally is. You still get it every 6 months, so you get it twice a year. I wonder if I still get the painkillers. I'd say I will. When I used to be going in for my infusions, I'd be in at half eight in the morning. So imagine. And I'd be finished about 2:30. That's 6 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am buzzing. I did not think we would be getting it this close. Like, because I made that video, I think in February, and I was like, oh, it'll probably be another while before it gets to Ireland. Or like, I wasn't even sure. Did I know if it was on the market? I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I definitely didn't think I'd be getting it towards the end of the year. Well, technically it'll be January. It was just like, whoa, this came around fast. But it's great because it means that like anyone that's been on a waiting list, not even waiting list, but like, well, actually I don't really know how Ocrevus works, and like if there's like a huge backlog in Ireland, to be fair, like it's not just Ocrevus, it's any type of infusion. Like there's not enough space. Do you know what I mean? And like, let's say if I'm going in and it's 6 hours, that's a long time. And if there's like loads and loads of people in the country waiting for infusions, like for MS, for epilepsy, for different neurological diseases, and I'm just thinking of it from a neurological perspective because I do be in the neurology ward, the neurology day ward. But let's say max I'm in there for 2 hours, an hour and a half. Like let's say there was like 6 patients or 5 patients, they could get all of the Ocrevus treatments. Am I making sense? It does be like me and maybe 2 other people in with MS that are getting Ocrevus, and then some other people are like epilepsy and stuff like that. But like, could you imagine even just for if I was to take subcutaneous and no one else did, like they could fit 5 people in the same time that it would take to get 1 infusion, like maybe a little bit longer. But do you know what I mean? Like that's crazy. And it means that like, because like let's say for Ocrevus I'm always in at 8:30, but like you have to remember the day ward where I am, it closes at 4:30 or 4 o'clock or something. So it's not as if you're really bringing in people at a staggered approach, or like when I go someone else comes in, because they're closing within an hour and a half of me leaving. So to think like they could get 5 people in one shift just for like, let's say my chair, like that's mental. That's going to give so much more access to medication and it's class. I'm here for it. Slate through the day, slate through the day, never go away. So that's really good news. Very excited. Feel like I haven't had a chance to speak to really much people on that at all. So I better tell people that actually, because that's kind of big news. Big news! So far! Okay, so that is great, and I will be vlogging it, and we'll see, because the concentration of the Ocrevus is a lot higher subcutaneously, but your body still absorbs the same level of Ocrevus. Anyways, so that'll be exciting, and feeling very grateful that we have it in Ireland and that I was allowed to have that, or I was not necessarily chosen, but like that, let's say the hospital that I'm in, they have access to it and their patients can be on it. So that's really, really cool. Great news so far. Then the last time I went in for my infusion, I didn't vlog it, which I normally do. I'm an avid vlogger for the Ocrevus infusions, but this time I did not. And the reason being was because it was the day after I got home from Glastonbury. What? The day after. I got home the Monday night. I got home the Monday night. Late. The flight was delayed. Now, it wasn't late, but it was late. And I was in the hospital for 8:30. I have never been so tired in my life. I slept practically the whole time. Now, I do be in and out of sleep when I'm in there anyways, probably from the antihistamine. And you're sitting there in a chair and you're just like, but this time, like, I was KO'd. When I got that appointment into post, I rang them and I was like, listen lads, I'm at a festival the full week before this, before my infusion day. Am I okay? Am I safe? Is this a good idea? And they were like, no, it's grand. You're actually at your like strongest before you get your infusion, which makes sense because your immune system's at your highest and that's why you get your infusion, bring that shit down. But it was tough, and I wouldn't recommend to a friend, to be honest, but like I'm not going to not go to Glastonbury because I have my infusion after I get home. You know what I mean? But so anyways, that's why I didn't vlog, because I was so tired. The thoughts of vlogging, and I was so tired. And then also I just slept for the whole thing, so it would have been kind of pointless. I could have maybe done something afterwards just to be like, hey, got my infusion, this is how I feel, blah blah blah. But yeah, I just didn't. There was a lot going on, and then I was so tired, and then I had to edit all my Glastonbury content, and I was just like, no, not this time. And now next time it'll just be my subcutaneous, baby. Subcutaneous. That's me trying to do a syringe. So that's why I didn't do it. So apologies, because a few people have been like, when are you going to be posting about your next infusion? And I was just like, I done fucked up. Apologies. But like, it's November now. 2 months I'll be getting the subcutaneous, so just a few more months, guys. So far. I hope somebody gets that movie reference. Okay, moving on. A few people then have asked what kind of symptoms I had after the last infusion. So my last infusion would have been, so I got one in 22, 23, 24, 25. Whoa, that one would have been my 6th infusion. Well, technically 7, because the first one you split into 2 infusions, but like my 7th or my 6th full volume of infusion, if that makes sense. I can't fully remember. Normally I'm just really tired. I can definitely remember I was tired. I think I had a headache and lower back pain, if I'm not mistaken, which sporadically happens when I get Ocrevus. When I first started getting it, it was really, really common. And then after a couple of infusions, it didn't really happen. And then I think the odd one it would happen or something like that. But then the last one, I think I did have a headache and lower back pain, but like nothing terrible, very manageable, and like nothing that lasted like an excessive amount of days or anything like that. But like my experience with Ocrevus is very good. Once I got past those first 3 infusions, things got way easier. Like I used to be so exhausted to the point where like I couldn't stop sleeping like for ages after I would get it, and like I would have lower back pain, my legs would be so weak. And it was mad because my Ocrevus nurse at the time was like, once you get to your 3rd one, from there onwards, that's probably a better idea of how your infusions will be going forward. And she was spot on. There's steam coming out of your ankles. So far. Why do movie quotes just go around in my head on repeat? It must be so annoying to be around me. Like overall, Ocrevus for me has absolutely changed things for me living with MS. I would hate to have to change it, but like obviously now I'm going on the subcutaneous, which I am very much looking forward to. Less time in the hospital, we shall see how it goes. But yeah, I would hate to have to change treatment. If I had to, I would. But for the last 3 years that I'm on it. Crazy. I have nothing but positive things to say about it. And I think there's been like I can't fully remember. I've been getting a good few comments on like old videos. I think, was there someone saying that they were on it and they weren't having a good time? I can't remember. But like, if it's in relation to like extreme tiredness and yeah, just feeling a bit weak, that for me was normal, or like that for me passed. Do you know what I mean? And I was told that I could be very, very tired after getting it. So I was nearly expecting it. It's a case that it's like, oh, you've just started on it and you have that exhaustion. The advice that was given to me was that it does get easier each time. And for me, it did. That's not to say it will for you. Everyone responds differently to medicine, treatments, drugs, whatever you want to call it. So just because something works for me doesn't mean that it's absolutely going to work for you. Same with other drugs. It'll work fine for other people and not for me. And that is unfortunately just the way it is. So just because I'm loving life as much as I can on Ocrevus doesn't mean that everyone else will. You know, I think someone was asking what my normal day-to-day symptoms were with MS. Could go back and check, but that could take me a while. My normal day-to-day symptoms with MS are memory fucked, repeating myself, asking the same questions that I asked 2 seconds ago, not remembering films I've watched. I'll just make memory examples. It's so funny though, because my sister will be like, right, we'll put on this, and I'm like, oh, I've never seen this one before. She's like, no, you did. You watched this last year with me. Someone in work would be talking about a film, and I'll like message her being like, Eve, have I seen this film before? And she'll be like, yeah, you watched it 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, great. And sometimes I will, if like someone begins to explain it, I'll be like, oh yeah, I do remember that. And then other times I'm like, no, I have not seen this. I don't care what you say, I have not seen it. So memory, it's definitely impaired. And you just fucking people have to be patient with me, and that's it. If I need you to explain something to me 17,000 times because I've forgotten it the other 16,999 16,999 times, then I will, I can't remember what I was saying. If I have forgotten, it doesn't matter. Yeah, people just have to be fucking patient with you. And if people have an issue with you, like not remembering things, that's more of a reflection on them. So memories. My speech, oh God, it does be bad sometimes now. I have to say, it does be very bad. All my words come out all jumbled up in the wrong order. Different syllables get matched up with different syllables of different words, and it's just pure gibberish. And like, if I tried to do that, I wouldn't be able. When it happens with my friends, we're pissing ourselves laughing. We are howling, we are lolling. When it's in work, I'm like, oh, that's actually a little bit embarrassing, especially if I'm around people that I don't know very well. So speech, yeah. Tiredness, kind of fatigue as well. Like sometimes I am fucking full of energy, blah, 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 and then I just crash. I have these waves, really high waves of energy, and then I crash. High wave of energy, crash. And when I crash, I'm like glued to the sofa. They will be my main ones. And like when I have that fatigue, I'm very weak. She's weak. Like if I had to go then make the dinner or walk the dogs and I feel that level of fatigue, no bueno. No kinder bueno for me. Yeah, they are kind of would be my main things. It's all like mainly cognitive impairment, which is very frustrating. And like the thing is, because they're kind of, they'd be more considered invisible symptoms, if you will. Like to me, I'm like, oh, people just think that I'm like disorganized, or that I am, if I'm not, like if sometimes I find it hard to interpret what people are saying, like especially if I'm tired, game over. And like to me, I'm like, oh, people are going to think I'm so stupid. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, it can be hard for other people to actually see or understand that that behavior or that issue that's happening to me is simply because I have 11 lesions on my brain. So yeah, that can be really frustrating, and it's very hard for someone who doesn't have that type of impairment to actually understand what you're experiencing, if that makes sense. So that's very frustrating. No, there's probably other symptoms and I just can't actually think. I can't think and I can't remember. If there is other stuff, I'll just trun it on the screen there. I'll just trun it there on the screen to the side. Oh, I'm getting my MRI next Friday, which is my yearly one. So I don't know if I'll vlog it. Like, I'm not going to get my results. Maybe I will. See how I'm feeling. Actually, I need to check what time that's at, because it's not in my usual place. It's an outsourced place, which I'm always like, oh no, don't do that, because now I'm not familiar with that place. At least when I go to the place that I go to normally, for the most part, it's in the same place. For the most part. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's in a different location of the hospital. And then I have to take on more instructions, and I'm like, it's going in one ear and it's going out the other. Write it down for me, because I don't do well with verbal instructions. All I hear is
I hear the first sentence and then I'm panicking because I know I'm not going to remember from then on, and then I've missed it. And then I zone back in and I'm like, well, I don't know where we are in the hospital because I've missed the second part, and now, yeah. So I don't really enjoy having to go to a new place because now I'm like, I don't know what way the parking's going to be. And then I also don't know the location or the area. It's unfamiliar. Just let me have my usual, okay? Don't give me this change. I don't want change. I don't like change. I don't do well with change. So yeah, that's outsourced. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sure it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. So that's next week. Then I get the results of that in Diciembre, which hopefully it's all good. Hopefully it's a thumbs up from our side. God, I talk in so much brain rot. Oh, look at these new things that I got. They're like a sensory thing. This is like a spiky one. Now, it is actually a little bit sore. You just squeeze it. But it's nice. It's kind of good for people who are like nail biters or skin pickers. And I squeeze and I squeeze and I squeeze. But I love the colours. It could kind of cause a little bit of damage, though. I don't know if that's coming up at all. Then I also have this one. It's like a thumb thing and you just rub it. And it's got these like little ribby things on it. I also have this guy. This guy. And you just kind of put it into different shapes. It's kind of hard with the one hand, but I love it. I love it. I love it. Any meeting I'm in, I'm just like, la 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 la, la 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 la, let me have my toy. And then this is also a new one. Medium Ugly. My friend Megan has a new song out. It's called Medium Ugly. I'm going to leave a link below. You should go watch it or go listen to it because it's really good. It's my favorite song of hers. No, it is. It's so good. So definitely go listen to that because it's muy bien. Her name's Megan Burke. Go follow her on Spotify. Or whatever you do on Spotify. Or just maybe listen to her. I went and saw her last night and she was very good. Oh, she was very good now, guys. She was very good. I have to say. Oh, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. I give it 5 stars on TripAdvisor. I'm trying to think, do I have any other MS news? That's kind of a lot. I think that's it. I haven't been a part of any other research studies. I might actually look on MS Ireland. Oh, I did a charity event for MS. For MS. Just the disease. For MS Ireland. I don't know if you guys remember, like 3 years ago, nearly January 3 years ago, we died. This lad that I work with, we dyed his hair pink. We did it again this year, except we did it green, and then we roped in another lad on the day, and we raised like €2,450. Slay through the day, slay. So that was nice. I think that's kind of it, guys. Also, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a consultant. I'm just a girl living with multiple sclerosis. I'm just a girl living with this disease. That's all I am. I can only share my experience. I can't answer medical questions. I can't digest like a comment that someone says and be like, oh, what do you think this is? I can't answer those because I'm not educated enough. I'm not experienced. I am not a doctor. And also, like, even if you were a doctor, you can't really give your perspective on something based off a comment. You know, like if you were a doctor, you have to go through so much information about an individual to even be able to begin to assess what the issues are or what they could be. You know, so if I do get comments being like, oh, I have this and this symptom, like, what do you think it is? I can't answer those. I'm just so not medically educated, experienced. That's not my forte. That's not my background. I'm just an individual living with this disease. If there is comments like that, I won't answer stuff like that just because it would be so wrong if I did that. So yeah, I think that's it. Like, if people have questions relating to the drug that I'm on, which is Ocrevus, or like the MRIs, any other symptoms that you are curious if I have, all that kind of stuff, anything that's like relating to me, I will absolutely answer. Very open about the disease. But if it's kind of like advice/recommendations in relation to what you're going through, the best advice I can give is to seek out medical attention or like go to a GP, medical professional, that kind of thing, because it's not me. It's not me. I'm just a girl making some YouTube videos. Look at this. Whoa. Whoa. How are you getting on? I'm going to have a roast for my dinner. Whoa, I wonder what that sounds like. I wonder will that sound different? Probably. I'm going to have a roast for my dinner. Tonight. So that's exciting. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to try do some Christmas videos next. I'm going to put up the video. No, I'm going to put up my Christmas tree. Videos and Christmas trees are so similar. I'm going to put up my Christmas tree. We're going to decorate the fuck out of this house. I need to introduce you properly to my dogs because I've kind of done it with Shio, but I haven't done it with Puka, and they're crazy, kind of. So let's do that at some point. I love you all. Slán inis. Bye. Look after yourselves. Mwah.